Hi everybody, this is Crow the Sandler fan here, and it's time for me to do another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be on a movie that, of course, stars my favorite actor of all time, Adam Sandler, and this movie also happens to be the, the very first sequel Adam Sandler has ever starred in. So yes, this is actually the very first time Adam Sandler has ever starred in a sequel. And that would be on the 2013 sequel to the 2010 film Grown Ups called Grown Ups 2. So the plot for Grown Ups 2 basically goes like this. The all-star comedy cast from Grown Ups returns with some exciting new additions after moving his family back to his hometown to be with his friends and their kids. Lenny, Adam Sandler, finds out that between old bullies, new bullies, wild bus drivers, cops on skis, and 400 costume party crashers, sometimes crazy follows you. Yeah, that's basically the whole point of Grown Ups 2. But basically, in my personal opinion, it doesn't really have a plot. All it is just Adam Sandler doing silly stuff with his friends, and silly and funny stuff happen here and there, and yeah, it doesn't really have it doesn't really have a plot. So I don't know what to explain here in Grown Ups 2. So I'm just gonna stick to my opinions. My opinion on Grown Ups 2, I will admit, I used to like it a lot back in the day, but now that I rewatched it a few days ago, this sequel definitely did not age well. It's not a bad sequel, don't get me wrong. It's just, the sequel has a lot of problems. It is still funny though, but it just has a lot of flaws, and it's really not as good as the first Grown Ups. And we can all agree that the first Grown Ups will forever be a million times better than Grown Ups 2. But I will admit, the acting performances in Grown Ups 2 are really decent. I thought Adam Sandler did a good job reprising his role as Lenny in Grown Ups 2. I thought Kevin James did a good job too. And David Spade did pretty good as well, and even Chris Rock. And also, this comedian named Nick Swardson is in it. I don't think most of you might not know who Nick Swardson is, but yeah, Nick Swardson is a comedian just like Adam Sandler, and he stars in this movie, and apparently Rob Schneider, derp is not in the sequel. Originally they wanted Rob Schneider to reprise this role in the sequel, but Rob Schneider was busy working on other stuff in real life, so they got Nick Swardson instead. And Nick Swardson was alright in the sequel, although I don't know much about Nick Swardson. All I know is that he starred in a really awful movie called Bucky Larson Born to Be a Star, which I'm not gonna bother watching that movie at all. I'm just gonna stick with Nick Swardson in Grown Ups 2. That's the only Nick Swardson related thing that I like. And of course, there were a lot of funny stuff. Like, I like how Adam Sandler's character and his friends go Kmart shopping. They go to the store called Kmart, and they go shopping there. And there's also this tire chase scene where David Spade's character is in the tire, and the tire rolls along the street. That was a really good and fun scene as well. I also like the party scene where everybody dresses up as 80s characters. Like, for example, Adam Sandler dresses up as Bruce Springsteen, and the other guests dress up as Zed Top. Well, really it's ZZ Top, but since I'm in Canada, we called him Zed Top since I'm in Canada. Yeah, Zed Top in Canada, and ZZ Top in United States and other countries. But yeah, I like how one of the guests dressed up as Zed Top. Well, ZZ Top, really. That was a really nice pick. I I also like how one of the guests dressed up as Tina Turner. She is another good legend from the 80s, and rest in peace to Tina Turner. She passed away this year, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, there were a lot of good costumes people dressed up as in the party Adam Sandler's character drew in Grown Ups 2. But yeah, therefore there's nothing really else I could say about Grown Ups 2. Would I recommend Grown Ups 2? Well, if you like the first movie, then you can check it out if you want, or if you think the sequel doesn't look that good, then then I recommend sticking with Billy Madison or Mr. Deeds. Those are better movies Adam Sandler starred in, let alone Grown Ups 2. So for my final rating of Grown Ups 2, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 stars. It's an okay sequel from 2013 and definitely not as good as the first Grown Ups. Thank you for listening to my review on Grown Ups. Let me know in the comments of what you think. This is me saying peace out. Come on. Sorry, I'm struggling with the remote. Come on.